Hey everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, talking about the Switch again today. More specifically, I want to talk about an old series I want to see brought back on the Switch. Sure, there's the usual suspects that come up when talking about games to come for it, F-Zero, Metroid, and that Mother 3 Virtual Console release I won't shut up about. But today, I was thinking something a little more obscure. That is, of course, a beloved game from my childhood, Custom Robo. For those who don't know, Custom Robo is a game in which you control a tiny robot in battle. Maneuvering an arena known as a Coliseum, you face an opponent, shooting with guns, tossing bombs, and having pods seek them out, all while you dodge their attacks and try to take cover, finding a good moment to strike. Another key aspect is customization. As you battle, you unlock parts used to change your Robo setup. From different guns or leg pieces to whole new Robos, there's a lot of variety and lots of room to make unique setups and playstyles. I actually did a review of the GameCube entry in this series if you want a more in-depth look. While the series has had multiple entries, spanning from the N64 to the DS, they were Japan exclusive until the GameCube. I loved that game as a kid, but unfortunately, most people didn't really know about it. It seemed like it was finally starting to get some recognition though, with a new game on the DS and an assist trophy in Smash Bros. Brawl. But then, silence. We've heard nothing of Custom Robo since, even though a Wii U version could have made great use of the gamepad by offering simultaneous first-person and overhead view of battles. A Wii U installment in the series never came. So today, I want to talk about all the things I'd like to see come out of a new game in the series for the Switch, and how it could take advantage of the Switch's unique features. I imagine the new Custom Robo game having elements of its predecessors, but bringing them up into the modern age. Awesome music in the style of the GameCube game, polished visuals, and a great variety of potential multiplayer options. I think it would sell incredibly well, but aside from just brushing up on what the older games did well, there are other things to consider. First and most obvious is including an awesome lineup of new Robos and gear. This is a no-brainer for any new entry in a series. You've got to have new stuff, but after a decade between games, this is an absolute must. Of course, I also want to see old favorites like the Dragon Gun and the Drill Gun return, but since one of the biggest draws is the customization, improving the lineup of options just makes sense. Adding on, with new Robo parts comes new stages. Of course, we need lots of interesting stages to battle on, but in Custom Robo, the lore is that many Robo commanders are capable of creating their own Coliseum. So, a simple stage editor could be implemented, giving again more customization. This could include things like moving conveyor belts, ice tiles, lava pits, walls, breakable objects to take cover behind, and so on. It doesn't have to be Mario Maker levels of options, but just enough to make some decent stages would be great. Finally, in the holy trinity of customization is my personal favorite, player customization. Again, it doesn't need to be as grand as other games, say Animal Crossing, but this could really help put an emphasis on the customization aspect of the series. I mean, the player character in the GameCube was cool, I guess, but it didn't really feel like me. I mean, my fashion sense isn't the best, but not even I run around in bright red pants. Give us some simple things, gender, hairstyle, and color, some outfits, skin tones, and even maybe some different body builds. While cosmetic, I think it would help broaden the appeal and would help for my next point. This could lead into online play. Having a lobby that's set up as a Robo battling league, where you can see other people you've connected with's characters in the lobby a la Splatoon. The GameCube game had several battle styles, 1v1, 2v2, 1v2 handicap, 4-way free-for-all, 1v1 tag battles where you tag in and out between two Robos each with different builds. That's a lot of battle styles, enough to appeal to a variety of people. But with the Switch, we can go further. What about 4v4 battles, or a freaking 8-player free-for-all? And the Switch has tons of options for how to do this too. Naturally, there's split screen, but here you don't even need to have another controller thanks to the Joy-Cons. Just slide them off and share the joy. Okay, I'm sorry, I just really wanted to say that. But you could also link up Switches since up to 8 can connect to each other, and of course online play could be implemented. If the game were balanced well, it could even fit in as much with the whole esports thing Nintendo seems to be pushing with games like Splatoon, ARMS, and Smash. And then there's the HD Rumble. Being able to feel feedback when you shoot a gun or lob a bomb would be great. You could even have the impact of your Robo being knocked down. This would help with the immersion and actually make sense for the technology as opposed to milking a cow. Just what I've always wanted to do. Actually, put that in the next Harvest Moon. Naturally, although I think Custom Robo as a series has a ton of potential for multiplayer, I still want to see a good, solid, single-player campaign like the GameCube version. This is where you'd obtain your various Robo parts, but this could also be where you get character customization pieces. You could have a currency you can earn from fighting CPUs here, as well as online. Finally, an amiibo line would probably do well, especially with the more detailed amiibo we've seen recently. I mean, kids like robots, I think. I was a weird kid, so I don't actually know, but Transformers are still a thing, so probably? I mean, if a kid walked into a store and saw a Robo amiibo or Raccoon Invest, who do you think they'd like more? Chances are the robot would be more appealing. There could be a whole line featuring one Robo from each class. Funky Big Heads, Strike Vanishers, Shining Fighters, Aerial Beauties, Metal Grapplers, and Little Raiders. There's so much potential here. I mean, heck, let's be honest, I'd buy an amiibo that's just the generic Robo Cube. I mean, they already made a literal box amiibo. I don't think anything's off the table at this point. As for functionality, just being able to store and save a setup would be super convenient, allowing you to instantly scan in your favorite set of parts. Of course, another option would be to go the Smash Bros route and have a CPU that you can train and fight against or alongside you. Not the most groundbreaking use, I know, but it at least fits the theme here. As for the name, well, they could go with a gimmicky name like Custom Robo Switch Up. Fits the aspect of switching parts, and it's on the Switch. Bada bing, bada boom. So that's what I'd like to see implemented in a new Custom Robo game, and I do think it's time for one. With serious multiplayer options, great potential for utilizing the HD Rumble, and a great level of potential customization, I think Custom Robo would fit super well on the Switch and finally have a chance to appeal to a wide audience. What other old series would you like to see have a revival on the Switch? Let me know down below, and as always, thank you for watching.